Okay, so today we are going to look at the stem and leaf plot here. Stem and leaf plot is a data representation that separates the data values into stem and leaf according to their place value. So what you need to remember here, because it is called stem and leaf plot, so the stem actually represents the value of the tens, and then the leaf represent the value of ones. So you remember this, or it can be the value of the last digit, and then the 10 is the stem is represent the value of the other digit that is not the last lah. Okay, so later on we are going to go through what do I mean over here. You just remember the last one, the leaf represent the one. Okay, it's just like you have a tree. This is the stem, so you have all the leaf connected there, the leaf. So the stem over here represent the main value. For example, if you have 105, so the stem will represent the 10 over here, and then the 5 will be represented by the leaf. So we know that the value is 105. Okay, so now let's look at the next one. The leaf usually is the last digit of the number. Okay, so like what I said just now lah. The stem is the remaining digit or digits on the left of the number. So the plot retains the original data values. Therefore, we are able to do arithmetic calculation on these values for the purpose of data analysis. Okay, by the way, I give you not a correct example just now. It's supposed to be less than that. It's supposed to be 10.5, because usually the value of the stem is just out of the value of 10, or less than that can be 1, and then the last digit will be the 1 value. Okay, we will look at what are all these. So these are the examples of the stem and leaf plot. Okay, when you draw the stem and leaf plot, you just bear in mind you have to divide it into 2 columns like this, one with stem, one with the leaf, and lastly you represent it with the title and also the key. So we will go through what are the steps of drawing the stem and leaf plot. Do I have it here? Oh, directly I give you the example already. Okay, never mind. So I just go through it with you. You can look at your book. If you are having your book with you, that is on page 273. Okay, you can see there are the steps of the construction of stem and leaf plot. So first thing, you need to write each data one by one and take the 10th digit of each data value as the stem. Okay, so later on we are going to go through that. Second step, the last digit of the number is written as on the leaf, and then you rearrange the leaf in ascending order. Lastly, you write the key and the title. So the key will indicate the unit of the stem and leaf. Okay, let's go through one of the example over here. Example 8. So the data shows the mathematics marks for a class of 20 students. Represents the data by using a stem and leaf plot and justify the appropriateness of the data representation. So still the same thing, you have to construct the stem and leaf plot, and then the next thing, you have to justify the appropriateness. Okay, in the previous exercise, for those who had handed in, I still noticed there are 1/3 of you who forgot to justify the appropriateness of the data representation. That is for the line graph and also the dot plot. Okay, so hopefully later on after this, you will justify the appropriateness of the stem and leaf plot here. Okay, so now we look at the data given here. We have 60, 56, and so on until 59. Let us calculate how many total number of data that we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times 2. So we have 20 data over here. Okay, so first thing, when you want to draw the stem and leaf plot, you are going to draw a line that is divided into 2 columns. So I'm going to leave some space on top for the title. Now I'm going to draw the line. Sorry, I used the wrong color. Let me change first. We use blue, but in actual you use pencil to draw, right? So make sure it's gray color. Okay, you just draw for about 10 or 15 centimeter of the length like that. And then this part will represent the stem and leaf. Okay. So after you have drawn these two lines, the first one, you are going to label it with the word stem. That's why we call it a stem and leaf plot. The second one, you are going to draw with what? A label with leaf. Are you okay? Okay or not, class?
Yes.
Yes, huh? Okay, now,
Yeah.
what do you do is, the stem over here, you have to start with the smallest value. Same with the leaf over here. So I'm not going to do it twice. We are going to determine which one is the smallest value straight away. So out of all the 20 numbers over here, can you find out which one is the smallest value?
50. 32.
50? No? Check again.
32.
Yes, 32 is the smallest one. So the stem here, just now I told you the value of the stem comprises of 10, value of 10, right? So I'm going to write the 3 here. So it means 30. I think I better write down in the box so that you can organize your data properly. So I'm going to write the 3 here and the leaf as 2 here, because there's no other 30 number, right? Is there any number that is around 30?
No.
No, right? Okay, now we are going to go to the next number after 32. What is the number comes up after 32? Do we have a number that starts with 4? No, right? No 4, right?
No.
Okay. Okay, if no 4, no matter how, it's just like you draw your dot plot. Dot plot, the previous lesson, the previous word, there's no 10, like I've told you, right? So no matter how, if there's no 10, you have 11 and so on, you still have to add in the value of 10, although there's no value or there's no data for 10. So although we don't have data for 4, we still write down. Okay? So I'm going to narrow it down now so that you can see both of the things together. So I write the 4 a bit narrow over here. Okay, so we don't have 4. So leaf part over here, just let it be blank. So we have 5. Okay, which is how many 5? How many value of 50 is over here? That is around 50 to 59. How many do we have? So I'm going to circle it with orange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 6? Yes, 6. Very good. Thank you. Did I miss out any number that is within that range? No, right?
No.
Okay,
No.
let's carry on. So out of all of this number, we need to arrange in order. I cannot start with 59 first. I cannot write 9 here. We have to arrange the leaf in order, meaning from 0 to 9. So do we have 50?
Yes.
Yes. How many 50 we have?
2.
2. Okay, so I'm going to write 2 0 like this, and then I cancel it so that I don't repeat it. After 50 is 50? 52. So I write my 2 here. I cancel it. After that, followed by 50?
56.
6. Thank you. And then?
59.
58.
58. Very good. 58 come first, So after that, 59. So I write my 9 at the back. Okay, so that you don't have to do it twice like your book. If you look at your book, page 274, they do one stem and leaf plot first, but that one is not in order. Not in order meaning that the 9 can come first and so on, and then the 0 could be in the middle. So not in order. If that is not in order, you have to redo another one. So now I'm teaching you the method that you don't have to arrange in order. Don't have to do it twice. Okay, meanings we directly arrange it in ascending order. Okay, after 5, there must be a 6, because no matter how, you still have to write it in. So let's find out the number with 60 to 69. How many number?
6.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7, the number of range from 60 to 69. So which number is the smallest?
60.
60. Very good. How many 60 we have?
1.
1 only. Okay, followed by?
1. 63.
We have 263, right? So, oh, sorry. 63. So I have 2, 3 here. 3, 3. So 63 is done, followed by 64.
64.
Correct. So I write down my 4. After 4 is which one?
67.
7. Correct. So write down 7. And then 9, right?
69.
So I have 2, 9. I write down 2, 9 here. And I cancel it, meaning that I have written it down. Okay. So after 6, it is 7 for the
7.
stem. Okay, now we have to look for the number that start with 7. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 all together. So now I need to find out which one is the smallest value of 7.
71.
71. So I write down 1, followed by
75.
5 first, right? Followed by which number?
77.
77. After that, 78. So I cancel right away. I fill in 7, 8. Okay, once you are good enough, you can make it faster. Now it is 8. So the leftover, there are 2 data here. 82 come first. So we write down the 2 first. Okay, cancel it. Followed by 86. Then our stem and leaf plot for this part is done. Okay, what do you do next?
Justify.
Before justify, you have to make sure your stem and leaf plot is complete with the title and also the key. So let's look at the question again. What is the most suitable title to represent this stem and leaf plot? See, the data shows the mathematics marks for a class of 20 students. Can we see from here there are 20 students? Can or not? Can, right? Anybody know how? How do I know from here that I have 20 students? Do you know or not?
No.
By calculating the leaf. You see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So this is the marks for 20 students. The first mark, 32. That is how you read it. And then second mark, 50. The third one, 50. 52, 56. And the highest mark, which one is the highest mark?
86.
Yes, very good. 86 here. The lowest mark, 32, is a fail. Okay, so that is how I get the number of data from the leaf part here. So now, because we can see the number of data, so we don't have to mention this, the 20 students in your title. So what do we need to mention? Just to tell the people that looking at the graph, just to let them know what is this about. This is about the mathematics marks. So you just need to write this. Oops, sorry, wrong one again. Write these 2 words as the title for the stem and leaf plot. So I'm going to write it down on top. Mathematics marks. Okay, if possible, you just use capital letter for all the words, except of, for, and the rest. Okay, mathematics marks. So after we have done the title, the next thing is the key. Okay, you bear in mind the key, you have to put it in a box later on. So how to represent the key? The key represent with a word key like this, with a column. Then you can just pick any value from here. So usually people will pick the first value, that is 3 with a dash 2. This is a vertical dash. As you all know, the dash that we know is like this, right? This is a horizontal dash. Okay, so this one is a vertical dash. So I'm going to write down the number there. 3-2 means what? Means what? Do you know? Means 32 marks. So that people will know how to read your stem and leaf plot. Are you okay? So lastly, You just use your pencil and your ruler. You just need to draw a box for your key like this. Just use the same color because the book use different colors, so I show you different color to see clearly lah. But actually you just finish everything using the same color, means use your pencil. Okay, and then you draw your box using your pencil. Can or not? Hello?
Madam, can you explain me how to find key?
Oh,
Again.
the key is the first number. You just take the first number and then you use 3, whatever we have over here. 3-2. 3-2 means 32 marks, as we have get it from the data. You see, this is 32 marks on top. Okay, or else I show you some other example that we have. You see, how do they write the key? There are 2 examples here. Okay, this one, diameter of axles. This one means the diameter of the axles of the car. You know what is axles? The one that connecting the 2 tires. Okay, this one is the axles. So diameter of the axles over here, you see they took this number 24-5. 24-5. Okay, and as I've told you earlier, the value of the stem over here, it represents the value of tens. So meaning this one is 24.5 mm. Where did they get it? They get it from the question. This one, because there's no question written, I just show you the stem and leaf plot. Therefore, you might wondering lah, but the mm, the unit is from the question. Okay, you can take any number from here. You can also use 27 and 3, for example. So means you can see from here 27-3. So I can write like this. 27-3 means, sorry, I write off the rest. Means 27.3 mm. Okay, now if you look at this one, to get the key, they didn't use the first letter anymore because it starts with 0. People were confused if it starts with 0. So they took other number from here, the 1 and the 5. Okay, they took this. So 1 stroke, or 1 dash, sorry, not stroke, I keep saying stroke. 1-5 means 15 points. That is how they get the key. You can use other number like this also. 30. 3-0 means how many points, class?
30.
Yes, 30 points. Very good. So you understand how to get the key now?
Yes.
Yes, Okay, so we have done the first part, that is to represent the data using the stem and leaf plot. So remember, this part we have done it. We still have another task to go. This is the second task, to justify the appropriateness. So previously, the first 2 graphs that you have learned, the pie chart and also the bar graph, we used the word comparison, right? This pie chart, this bar graph is suitable to compare what. But then these 3, the dot plot, the line graph, and also the stem and leaf plot, they are using the word displaying. So what you do is, you just need to mention, I make it smaller, the stem and leaf plot, or this stem and leaf plot. You write like this, this stem and leaf plot. You have to use a dash in between. That is how the format of writing it down. This stem and leaf plot is suitable for what? For what again? I told you. The other 2 that you learned earlier is for comparing. So this one, you have to use what word? So remember the keyword? We must use displaying. Which one we use displaying? The line graph. The dot plot. And the stem and leaf plot that we are doing right now. Okay? Whereas for the rest, we use the word comparing. This bar chart is suitable for comparing. So when using the word comparing, the bar chart is using the word comparing, and also the pie chart. Yes, very good. So hopefully you remember this. You must use this word. I give you the key already. So this stem and leaf plot is suitable for what? You still can't get it, is it? For displaying. You know display, the meaning in bahasa Melayu, untuk memaparkan.
Menggambarkan.
Memapar sebenarnya, papa, displaying. So, untuk memaparkan apa? Memaparkan markah matematik setiap orang belajar di sini. So, I convert it into English. It is suitable for displaying the mathematics mark for each student. Each student, no S. Can or not?
Yes.
Okay. So now we are going to discuss this thing here. Discuss whether the stem and leaf plot is suitable for displaying large data this one first. Displaying large data. Suitable or not?
Yes.
If you have a lot of data, for example, if you have 200 of data, can or not?
Yes.
Still can, right? But when the data is very big, 1,000 data, so what do you think? Suitable or not?
No.
If you have 1,000 data, which one is more suitable for you to represent the data? Out of those data representation that you have learned?
Line graph.
Yes, very good. You got it. Line graph or bar chart that is more suitable for a large data. Okay, dot plot and stem and leaf plot, this one is less suitable for displaying large data. Okay, now we look at the second one here. We need to discuss this. Discuss whether it is suitable for representing categorical data or numerical data. What do you think? This one or this one?
Numerical data.
Yes, very good. It is more suitable for representing numerical data. That's why you see the stem is out of the value of 10. And then this one is to represent the value of ones. So, for numerical data only. Okay, now we look at some historical about this stem and leaf plot. Who created it? So, the American mathematicians over here, John W. How to read this? Tukey? You know how to read this? T-U-K-E-Y? Tukey or what? Taki?
Tukey?
I also don't know. Okay, so 1915 to 2000, okay, introduced the stem and leaf plot in the 1960s. So he still how to say? It's not a very long time ago mathematicians, a recent mathematician, so he introduced it in the 1960s. Since then, the stem and leaf plot has become a popular way of representing data for analysis. Okay, so the American, John, who started this stem and leaf plot. Now, I want you to do this question in your textbook. So, I'm not going to end the lesson first. I want you to do the question in the textbook right now. Let me see whether it's here. You can open up your textbook, 12.1b, the last question.